few days ago, we dropped a story on our Instagram account asking you guys whether you have any questions for us. And we actually did get a few responses, believe it or not.
Surprisingly.
So, we're going to cover those in this video. Some of the topics include flying with a baby, Evie's work, all sorts of things, the house. So yeah, we're going to be covering that in this video.
I'm a little bit nervous.
First question then, how's it like to travel with a baby for the first time? What to take note of?
Traveling with 2 babies is harder than 1. So, I had 2 babies to take care of. This one is obviously one of them. So I must say it was quite hard for me. Not so hard for you.
No, really though, it is tough. Yeah, we struggled on the way here to Singapore this time because Kira's bigger, she's more like mobile and stuff. We did have a middle seat, which was pretty good, so we had a row.
Yeah.
So we could like put her down there when she was asleep, but when she's awake, you're constantly like holding on to her. Changes the flying experience massively, because you usually get on a plane and just watch movies, right?
And we used to not be able to fly without like our noise cancelling headphones or earphones, and we just like kind of relax. But I don't even know where our earphones are anymore, or our headphones.
No, me neither. Any tips though? I would say bring loads of snacks. Her
your
favourite
ammunition.
snacks. Yeah, something warm because planes actually get pretty cold.
Yeah.
Maybe a new toy. That's one that we actually read about. A new toy to keep it interested on the plane, but I think.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Change of clothes, obviously, for you and the baby.
Yeah, for you as well. Very important.
Because, you know, they spit up.
Okay. Are you one for you. Are you going to go back to medical training? When will you be done?
Yes, I am, is the short answer to that.
So a lot of people think that because we do what we do at the minute, Evie's not at work, but she's on maternity leave and she's scheduled to go back to work in January. Feb?
I am, in January, which I'm very nervous about, just because I'm going to miss you guys so much. You might not miss me so much.
So the plan is when Evie goes back to work, she will go back to work full-time to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue working on the house. Kira's going to be going to daycare hopefully 3 days a week. Maybe with my parents, hopefully 1 day a week.
If you're watching this, thank you. And
then the other day, I'll probably take a day off to be with her.
So if I go back full time, it's a 7-year-long training program. But I don't know, I might go part time and then that might extend things a bit.
Your favourite Singapore dishes?
Oh my god.
Let me guess. Laksa?
Yes.
Char kway teow?
Yes.
Are they your top 2?
You're missing out very important ones too.
Homemade ones or?
No, just like general, like everyone knows it kind of dishes.
The noodles. Something me something.
I don't even know what you're
The
talking
noodles
about.
with the pork.
Did you not listen at orientation?
It's me something. You're the one who's going to look dumb in a minute.
I can't think of it.
You get it from Story 19.
Oh, wonton mee.
Ah, see, it was me. See, not me. It had me. There you go. That's your number 1, actually, isn't it?
I do love wonton mee, but there are like so many different styles. So there's a Thai style, which we both love as well.
Which is like a bit more dry, right? Less soupy.
And then there's kind of like the soupier one, but it's still not soupy. It's still quite dry, but with more sauce.
Isn't that one of the dishes as well that like Malaysians claim is theirs, Singapore claim is theirs, and then Indonesia as well? They're like, that's our dish. No?
Brett, you're describing like every single dish in Asia, basically.
What, everyone claims it's theirs?
Yeah, there's like wonton mee in like every single country, and like, you know.
What's something you didn't expect about parenting? We never went for like a parenting course, like a pre-parenting course. Well, I don't know what you call them. We didn't even go for it.
So like preparation course.
Yeah. Like it's something we wanted to do, but because of COVID, and we just never got around to it. Basically, we were very, very unprepared. So there was a lot of things that we like didn't expect. Just didn't expect it to be so hard in terms of like the sleep.
Her sleep's pretty good now, but yeah, I mean, we expected no to wake up like a few times a night.
I mean, it was a shock to me.
Brett needs to sleep. He's like a baby. He needs like 10 hours. Otherwise, he's like a grumpy, annoying child.
Yeah, that's a fair comment. But the number 2 things, because like we've talked about this, the number 2 things I think we didn't expect. 1, the lack of sleep is really challenging. And number 2, you just worry about her, don't you? About her in every way. Like, is she okay? And like,
is she eating enough?
Yeah.
Is she eating the right things?
Is she putting on enough weight?
Is she sleeping enough?
Yeah, it's just a constant worry. But yeah, we're trying to worry less and just let her get on with things. But yeah, that's I would say the main thing that we didn't expect about parenting, right?
Yeah.
How's the parenting lifestyle?
It's like non-stop, basically.
24/7.
Yeah, and even when you're not with them, you're thinking about them.
And even if someone's babysitting them, even if it's someone you trust,
Yeah.
you're still like wondering
like,
if
I
she's
wonder
okay.
what she's up to.
Yeah.
Like, is
Crazy.
she missing me?
Where is the country do you want to live?
That
and
we want to
stay?
live and stay.
So basically what he's asking is, where is the country where you prefer to live and bring Kira up? Ready?
Ooh.
Ready? Come on.
Both countries.
Both. What countries?
Oh, UK and Singapore. I feel like I'm on like a talk show. And we have to think about like education as well for Kira, like.
Yeah, there's a lot more to think about now, isn't there?
Yeah.
So we've already started looking at nurseries and things like that around the area that we live in the UK for Kira. Probably the most realistic answer is the UK.
To begin with.
Yeah, and then maybe if not the UK, it'd probably be Singapore, to be fair.
Yeah, like maybe in like 7 years, we might come back to Singapore.
Yeah. Are you still working as a doctor? Covered that.
Yes.
Yes, she is, but she's on maternity leave. Most lens usable.
I guess the one that we're using now.
The best lens. Yeah, so this is we use a Sony A7 III. That's the camera that we use. This lens is a 16 to 35mm G Master lens from Sony. It's a really good lens. It's the most flexible lens that we've got and the one that we use the most often.
Yeah, for videos and photos.
Yeah, for these sort of setup, these sort of videos, we like to have quite a wide angle, so it's like on 18mm at the minute. And then when you're vlogging, it's really good to have a wide angle as well. The wider the angle, the less shaky it is. And this lens, though, doesn't have like stabilization. Yeah, so it can be a bit tricky when you're out and about, whereas the other lens that we have does have stabilization, but it's not as wide. So we'll put a link down in the description for you guys showing all of our gear, our tripod, our lens, our microphone, our lighting setup, everything. So if you want to check that out, scroll down.
We can't live without our trusty tripod though. It's like, we're still using the very first one that we got when we started traveling.
Yeah, it's like rusty and shit, but it still works.
It's the best.
Okay, your wife's so beautiful. Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
Compliment.
It wouldn't kill you to give me some compliments sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Just kiss my eye. It's just so weird.
Share some life stories. Same person asked, tell us about your life. How did you all meet and get into a relationship?
We went to school together and Brett thought I was like the best thing ever. And so he was like, I'm gonna marry you. And then so he married me.
A very summarized description of it. Yeah, we met at a party, didn't we?
Yeah, our friend's birthday party. He was drunk, he made me laugh. And then he's been making me laugh ever since. Previously I was like laughing with him. Now I just laugh at him.
What can you do? You just gotta make a laugh. After that, we just spent as much time together as possible. We got really close really quickly. We moved to London after a year of knowing each other. And then we got married in 2017. Yeah, we got married.
We were so young.
How old were we? 23?
We got married when we were 23.
You were 23, I was 24.
Okay, we met when we were 16. Or 16. Because we celebrated my 17th birthday together.
Yeah, that's true. Now we've been married for 4 years. Bloody hell.
Stuck with this one now.
Long time with you, man. Is it safe travelling with a baby during the pandemic?
Obviously we worry, and like everyone keeps saying like, you should put a mask on her, and believe me, we've tried, she just pulls it right off. Yeah, we just try and stay away from people and crowds as much as we can, and kind of like stay outdoors.
Alcohol gel after touching everything. Don't let Kira touch anything.
Yeah.
So like we were on a chair in the airport while we were waiting for the flight and she like wanted to like lick it and stuff. You just have to be super careful, keep her away from...
We're a little bit OCD, so like we just clean everything that we're like about to touch and like sit on.
Yeah, you have to be these days.
People do make fun of us for doing that, so...
Bothered?
No. Yeah.
Ain't bothered. Life as a doctor in the UK. Work-life balance, social life, family, travel, living expenses and salary of a doctor. So we both actually made a video talking about Evie's salary. We'll put a link in the description for that as well, actually, yeah, because we actually show Evie's payslip. We show you guys exactly how much doctors earn in the UK. So if you want to know more about that, go and check that out. But
if you're being nosy,
what would you say? Life as a doctor in the UK?
I would say it's pretty good. A lot of people complain about like the low pay compared to like other countries. Like,
I would say like comparing life as a doctor in the UK compared to Singapore, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but compared to Singapore, Singapore's so small. So if you're a doctor who gets posted to different hospitals, it doesn't matter because every hospital in Singapore is like within 20 minutes of your house.
Yeah, it's
versus
so
in the UK, you can get posted in one hospital that's like an hour away and one that's an hour and a half the other direction. So that's been a challenge for us, and we've had to buy a house that's in the middle of like all of these hospitals because Evie can get sent anywhere basically.
Yeah, and I think that's the toughest part. Like that's the main thing I'm not really looking forward to when I go back. Is like the commute. But yeah, I mean, people have longer commutes than I would, so I mean, you can't complain.
Gotta get on with it.
Yeah.
Right, why ophthalmology?
Wait, we haven't answered the rest of the questions.
Okay, sorry.
Social life, like London, obviously, it's like you get more chances and more opportunities to like go out and do more stuff. Whereas like in the countryside, it's a bit more limited.
Yeah.
Not many like restaurant options where we live, which I really miss.
Why ophthalmology?
I really like that it's mainly outpatient based. You get to do procedures. After having done like my foundation years and like being very much like on the ward and doing loads of ward rounds, ophthalmology is like much less focused on that. So I think like that's definitely like one of the main draws of the specialty for me. Like not being based like on a ward.
Everyone's like pre-booked in, right? It's like appointments.
It's like a patient comes in with like, you know, basically like almost no sight in like one eye, and then you remove that. You know, give them a new lens, and like suddenly, like the quality of life is way better.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
Do you speak Malay?
No.
Obviously, I don't. Neither does Evie. You are beautiful. Where are you from?
Are you talking about Brett?
Singapore. Well, I'm assuming they're probably talking about you. Singapore. Evie's from Singapore, yeah.
It's funny though because like every time we go traveling somewhere,
That's
like in Southeast Asia. Like we're in Vietnam or in Thailand or in the Philippines, they're always like, "Are you from here?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No." And then the only time I've ever been asked like, "Are you from like overseas?" was like when I was in Singapore.
Yeah, it's quite funny that.
I don't understand
Yeah.
that. Like, I don't belong anywhere.
She's a fraud. She's a fraud. Are you still working as a doctor? Yeah, you are. Aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, and that's it. Unless you've had any more in the last few days.
And that's it. There are no more questions at the moment. If you have any more, feel free to drop them in the comments below. We'd love to answer them. There's a really loud plane flying by at the moment.
Helicopter?
I think it's a plane.
I think it's a plane, to be fair. Yeah. Alright, you guys. I think that's it.
That's it from us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.